is, I think most of us will be familiar with WhatsApp. So Telegram is similar to WhatsApp, whereby it's a messaging app with the focus on, speed and security, and it's fast, simple, and free. So today, I'll introduce to you, I think, mainly one of the main features I will elaborate. So the key features of Telegram is firstly, similar to WhatsApp, you can also use Telegram on all of your devices, like your iPad or your laptop. Secondly, you can also send messages, photos, and files of any type within Telegram itself. You can create group chats. And then the fourth point is you can create channels for broadcasting. So this is the point that we're going to highlight during today's webinar. And the fifth point is that we can actually add people into our group chats just using their username or proximity. So we don't necessarily need to know their mobile numbers. And then lastly, I think even myself, I enjoy using Telegram because it has fun features such as using stickers, and then people actually have there's a feature in Telegram using a secret chat and also bots as well. So let's run through. So in today's webinar, these are the what we will run through today. So I'll show you what is Telegram versus WhatsApp. Secondly is how to install Telegram. Third one is just going through the basic Telegram functions. The fourth one is what are Telegram channels and how to join them, to know the latest news and events and updates. The fifth point is our recommended Telegram channels that you can explore and join. And lastly, how to create your own Telegram channel. So firstly, Telegram versus WhatsApp. So this is a very simple comparison between Telegram and WhatsApp. So at this moment, WhatsApp users have definitely gone much more than Telegram at 1.6 billion. In terms of video call, at this moment, Telegram is not there yet with WhatsApp, although WhatsApp is also slightly limited at having less than 8 packs or less in your video call. The group limit is meant to, for instance, like when you're in a group chat, the most number of people that can be in a group chat is actually 256 for WhatsApp. But for Telegram, you can see that you can have up to 200,000 people within the chat itself. In terms of file size limit, I think some of us users of Telegram, actually, we do prefer transferring files through Telegram because the size limit is not as limited as WhatsApp. And sometimes, this is my own observations, is that the quality of the pictures that we share is actually slightly better than WhatsApp. And then second last one will be the channels. So WhatsApp does not really have the channels function. The closest to it that WhatsApp has for a feature is called broadcast, but it's slightly different from the channels function in Telegram. And then for privacy, I think some of us, we also like this because in Telegram, our contact number is hidden, whereas for WhatsApp, usually you can see the contact number. For instance, if let's say I'm added into a group chat, even if someone that I don't know has been replying in the group chat, I can actually see his number displayed. And I can only guess who is this person and by his name. But for Telegram, if I don't know this person and I don't have his contact in the phone, I can only see his username, and I actually don't get to see his contact number. The only time I get to see his contact number is if I actually know this person and have his contact in the phone, which is why I think some of us also prefer using Telegram sometimes over WhatsApp. Okay, so I think what would be very helpful and interesting for us to explore further down the webinar, we would have to install Telegram first. So I do invite you to actually use your phones. You can scan the QR code here to start downloading the Telegram app. Yeah. And then let me just run through the steps with you. In my next slide, I will also continue to have the QR code. So yeah, you can refer to that as well. So when you scan the QR code on the top right-hand corner, these are the various steps that you will go through in order to set up your Telegram. Okay, so firstly, once you scan the QR code, you go to step 1, click install for the Telegram Messenger. Okay, then right after you install, maybe it will take some time. Once you launch this Telegram app, you'll be asked to actually input your country as well as your mobile number. So in this case, let's do Singapore plus 65 and then key in your mobile number. So that's step 2. Okay, so after that, step 3, the next step will be we need the code. Basically the one-time password. So you will receive an SMS with an activation code to your phone. This is to activate the Telegram app on your phone. So once you receive it via SMS, you can key these digits into this box below. And then you click done. And after that, then I think it's quite straightforward. You just set up just write your first name or your last name, which is optional. And then the last step was, you're ready to start your Telegram journey. You can allow Telegram to access your photos, your media, and your files on your device. So this is for Telegram. So do let me know if you need more time or you have any questions. So if there's any questions, we can answer it at the end of the session. So let me move on to the next step after installing Telegram. Okay, so let me briefly go through with you the basic Telegram functions. So I think most of us, especially when you're new to Telegram, we're like, what's the difference with Telegram? We already have WhatsApp. Why do you want to have this as well? So I think firstly, we understand what is similar to WhatsApp. So similar to WhatsApp, Telegram can have like a normal chat group. We can also create our own group chat. If we go on karaoke group, we can create a new group, maybe rename it karaoke, and then we start to add people we know into the chat group. And then we can also access our WhatsApp or also Telegram on our web browser or desktop app. So when I'm using my laptop, I can also access my web WhatsApp and my web Telegram as well. So this is what is similar to WhatsApp. But what is different from WhatsApp for Telegram is that firstly, I think some of us are like, oh, what's this? So it's actually a secret chat. So similar to a normal chat, right? This secret chat, which is a function in Telegram, is actually prevents us from taking screenshots of our chats with other people. And I think the second point will be when we type our messages, we can also put in a countdown timer, for instance. So let's say we put, for instance, a few minutes before let's say 1 minute, and after the 1 minute is up, your message will actually disappear. So this is what we call by a secret chat. Okay, and then secondly will be the channels, which we want to really emphasize and explore with you later. And then I think thirdly is the option to actually add groups nearby. So for instance, somewhere in McDonald's, and I'm looking through my Telegram app, and I can actually kind of see other people who are also on Telegram, not their numbers per se, but actually I can see the username that they have input. So I might have a function to actually connect to the person that is nearby. So this is what we have for basic Telegram functions. So I think I spoke emphasized on Telegram channels. So just let me further describe to you what it is and maybe how to join them. So a Telegram channel is actually a tool for broadcasting public messages to large audiences. and there can be an unlimited amount of subscribers. I'm not sure if you remember, previously I mentioned that in a Telegram channel, I think we can have up to about 200,000 people in a chat. And unlike WhatsApp broadcast, in Telegram, in our channels, we can have more than a few admins that are given the rights to actually post in this Telegram channel. New members can actually see on the 4th of November, even though I joined only on the 4th of November, I can see the previous messages that have been posted, in October or September. Yeah, so I can see the entire message history. So how to join channels? So when you are in your Telegram, right at the top of the app, actually, there's a search bar. You can actually search for different channels to join. So for instance, I think I've put here our link for our partner NTUC. So you can actually find, you can search YouLiveSG. And then let's say once you have found the channel that you would like to join, you actually click join to join the channel. And that is where you can start and getting the latest news and updates on that particular channel. So, I mean, this is for me, but sometimes when I join a particular channel, it can get very busy. For instance, when I join a WhatsApp group, right, you suddenly have too many notifications, a bit too disruptive. So sometimes I also have to choose to mute it temporarily. So in your channel, once you actually join the channel, if you find it that it's a bit too much news at the moment, you can actually mute it. And after you mute it, although messages will keep coming in, you don't really get the notifications. You can also unmute it anytime you want. Okay, and then next will be the privacy or PDPA friendly. So as covered earlier, admins and users can only see the names or the usernames of the members within the group. I actually cannot see the contact number. The only way that I can see the contact number for the various users in the chat is when I have the contact of the person and I know, oh, exactly, this is the person that my friend also joined this channel. So I think this is something that at the moment, I think we also observe some of the larger organizations, they will also create their own private organization channel. So it's also a way for them to, broadcast their own organizational messages or announcements without having to, release a lot of phone numbers. For instance, if let's say I have the CEO and I have the various departments, and let's say if the higher management, don't want to review the numbers easily, this will be a good option for them to use in Telegram. So we have some of the observations that some of the organizations are doing this as well. Okay, so I think now we come to the slightly fun part. It's actually how we recommend various Telegram channels to join. So here we have the news portion. So you have the Straits Times. So over here, okay, I will have the name here, and then there will be the link. You can also use your phone camera to actually scan this QR code. It will bring you straight to the Telegram channel, and then you have the option whether you want to join or not. And on the right-hand side, there's this screen capture that I did yesterday. That's, for example, to show you what kind of news or what kind of information that you can get as news come in. It's a bit like if you have the Straits Times app, like that. Just that I think easily, and actually, if let's say you don't have you don't need to see the various like home, world or opinion page, you can just go to this Telegram channel and actually just scroll through. All the news will be here. So I mean, I'm using also my phone here. Also going through. So at this moment, I'm going through my Straits Times Telegram channel. Now it's all about the US election. So now the news is like on President Donald Trump and the Democrats. This is, and then you can see at the top, you can see the number of subscribers to this channel. I think it's also a good gauge for you to see if reliable or not, whether the number of people are actually in this channel and getting the news as well. So this will be a good avenue to get your information actually. So the next one, this will be the QR code that you can scan and check it out. This is also the link. So an example, like Channel News Asia has about 130,000 subscribers, and from my screen capture yesterday, they're talking about how, the latest news at about 11:24 p.m. talking about a Bellamy's organic baby pasta. And then so this is the news will keep coming on throughout the day. So it's a good way for you to keep abreast of the various news that come in. So the next one will be Mothership. So Mothership is also to know about news. It's slightly more light-hearted, not so newsy heavy, but it's also a good way to have a lot of bite-sized information. So for Mothership, for instance, you have 84,000 subscribers, and I think at 9 p.m. last night, the news was more of like the updates on the number of COVID-19 cases. So yeah, this is one of the channels for news. Okay, so next, I think we might also be interested in is recommended Telegram channels to join for discounts or promos. This is also one of the very popular Telegram channels to go for. I think when as a true blue Singaporean myself, I think we're always looking for, the latest lobang and, what can we get at a good price and offer. So this is one of the Telegram channels that people actually join to find out. So this channel is called Good Lobang. So this is the QR code and the link. So I think at 6 o'clock last night, the lobang was for Trichocara, the scalp cleansing treatment. So I mean, I think if I'm not wrong, I went through its various offers in this channel itself. So it goes on from hair to food and various items. Okay, the next one would be SG Budget Vapes. SG Budget Vapes, I think it's a channel that caters mostly to women. So the deals are more for like fashion, for accessories, makeup. Yeah. So for example, this is the one at 5 o'clock last night. So it's like a announcement, a quick ad to say that, hey, there's 1-for-1 deal. This is what you should go for. And then there's actually a link for you to actually click for more information. So the next one will be on food. So we have SG Food Deals. So I think here we also have a lot of subscribers, and then as you scroll through, there's a wealth of information to find out what are the various deals around in Singapore. And then for each post, actually, you can also see the various instructions like what to do, redeem, and then these are the information. If you want to find out more deals, you can just on your phone or on your laptop, you can just click and then you have more information on the deal. So these are bite-sized information, and there'll be the link to find out more. So it's where all the food deals congregate into this channel that you can find. So I think most of the foodies will be interested for this channel. So this one is for SG Travel Promos. So this one is more of like previously, before we had travel restrictions, I think there was a lot of information about like cheap flights to certain places, or even maybe things to do with accessories for traveling. But at the moment, I think it's slowed down a little bit, but I think we are slowly ramping it up. For instance, yesterday at 5, there was a promo for cruises. And then next we have like events and activities. If you're interested to see like weekend plans, for instance, like for here, there's actually art performance. So these will be the things that if let's say you have no idea what to do on the weekend, you need some ideas, this is actually a good channel to go for and join. Okay, so this one is My ActiveSG. So in my ActiveSG is by Sport Singapore. I'm not sure if you have the app. So my ActiveSG, this channel actually has updates. So if let's say you are keen to join a run, or there's like certain activities going on in terms of sports related, actually here will be a good avenue to find out your information. So the last one was yesterday at 9 o'clock. We were talking about a virtual race in support of World Diabetes Day. So these are examples. And also there's one for part-time jobs. So it's really for various purposes. Telegram channels, you can just, explore, take the time to just, think, if let's say there's any interest group, who knows, you can also search for it, and, you may find what you're looking for, and you may find, people that you can share that interest with. So this is for part-time jobs. And then for government, so gov.sg, so this will be also a channel to have information coming from the government. So at the moment, when I'm scrolling through actually on my phone in Telegram, I think information is mostly about COVID cases and the measures. So over here, I think this is something different. It's talking about how there's over 1,900 available openings in the early childhood sector. This is also some of the measures that you can see as, in this channel alone. And then SG United is also another channel. So it's also news related to COVID and what we can do as a nation. I think this is also a channel that for our partner. So our partner is NTUC ULIV. So I think it's also a channel for our SG Active Ages. So I think this is also good information for you to find more information of, things that you can do as a senior. And I think it's quite fun activities as well. So feel free to actually explore, scan the QR code, and join the Telegram channel. So, I've only gone through 10 of the Telegram channels. There are actually many, many more Telegram channels that you can join. You can simply just Google Singapore Telegram channels, and there's actually various articles online to tell you suggestions even, 20 useful Telegram channels that every Singaporean needs. Over here you have different channels for lifestyle, finance, news and updates. Even so far as in Bloomberg, so overseas as well. And then there's BTO, there's also foodies. So there's various Telegram channels for everything. Like for me personally, I also joined a Telegram channel whereby, there's also, they sell flowers. So it's easier to get, to find out what's the latest bouquets to buy. So this will be the last part in how to create your own Telegram channel. For instance, if let's say I want to create like, I already have, let's say, a group. Let's say I have a karaoke group and I want to create my own Telegram channel for my members, or even I want to jojo more people to join my channel, right? So actually, when I'm in the new, click on the new message, there's this new channel here. Actually, just click it. And then after that, I will actually, it's similar to when I create a WhatsApp group chat. Just input your information and add the people that you want to add first. And then you just roll it out and treat it like a WhatsApp chat. And then along the way, you can actually copy the channel link for other people to join. So once they click on that particular link, for instance, this will be one of the links. So once I create a link for my karaoke group channel and I share it with my other friends or friends of friends, once they click on the link, they can have access to this channel and they can choose to join if they want to. So I actually don't need their numbers for them to join my group. So this is more about the channels. So, in a quick summary, I think this is what we have for WhatsApp and Telegram. So for WhatsApp, I think we're using it for everyday messaging, we have friends, or even for our work group chats, we use WhatsApp, and we can do video calls for up to 8 people in conferences. But for Telegram, I think it's also another messenger app that you can also consider, where you can join and create channels to stay up to date with the news, information or events, or even interest groups. I think it's mostly PDPA friendly in terms of you don't have a lot of your contact information being shared. And I think one of the good things is that when I'm able to send larger files out via Telegram than WhatsApp. Yeah. So at this moment, I think, let me pass to Ernest.
Hi. So yes, just to add on from what Sinman has shared just now. So there's a difference between a Telegram channel and a Telegram group. So a channel is more like a one-way traffic and one-way communication. So for example, like in Straits Times channel, you can receive information from Straits Times or whatever they publish, but you cannot chat or you cannot reply to whatever they send. So on the other hand, Telegram group is really like a WhatsApp group where everyone can talk to each other. So that's the difference, depending on the kind of mode of communication that you want, but either it's one way or two ways. So we also want to share this Smart Nation Ambassadors channel that we have at Smart Nation. So this is the link that you can key in, or you can find Smart Nation Ambassadors when you open up Telegram. So you can see this icon. So if you want to follow us and find out more about our upcoming events, volunteer opportunities, and more, please feel free to click on this link, which we will share later in the Zoom chat as well. You can just click on it to join on either your mobile or your PC. Right. So that's the gist of the sharing for Telegram today. So we'll proceed now to Q&A. So please feel free to type your questions in the Q&A box. Or if you'd like to ask them verbally, you can do so as well by raising your hand. And in the meantime, when the questions come in, we need your help to complete the feedback form also if you don't have any questions. So please scan this QR code on the screen here. Alternatively, you can go to go.gov.sg/SNT feedback and choose seniors, enter today's date, and input Telegram under the name of program. So while you do so, you can also think of questions that you'd like to ask us, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay, so right now we'll go through the different questions in the Q&A. So there's a question from an anonymous person asking how we can pin or delete messages in Telegram. So yes, you can either press and hold, then there'll be a pop-up which gives you different options like add to folder, unpin, mute, and delete. So pin, the function of pin is to permanently fix the person's chat or the group's chat to the top of your Telegram app. So to delete, you can also press and hold, and there's a delete option as well. So that's that. There's another question about do we need an invite link before we can join Telegram groups and channels, or do we search for the channels and groups based on topics and keywords? So you can join channels through both ways, through either a link that someone shares with you, or from your app itself, you can go to the search function and search for Straits Times or any channel or group that you'd like to join. So to see this search bar, you just go to the chats section in the app, and you just scroll down, and there'll be this search box at the top which says search for messages or users. So from there, you can just key in any channel that you'd like to join, and you'll be able to see it, and you can just click join to join the channel. It's a question for another anonymous user. For WhatsApp, Android content is back to Google Cloud Storage. How about for Telegram? So I believe in terms of the backing up of the information, it's all done through the cloud as well. If you go to settings, you go to data and storage. Yeah, so from there you can see how much if data is being stored on your phone. Yeah, like for example, if you are running out of space in your phone, or because of the photos or videos that your friends send, you can also clear the storage here and here. You can also decide how long to keep the files for. So when you transfer to another device or you use a browser or app version on your computer, all your chats will be available there on a different platform as well. There's no need to back up or save like WhatsApp. So the difference for Telegram is that it's all stored securely in the cloud online. So there's no need to worry about backing up your chats. And it's more privacy focused as well. You can decide how long to keep the information for. You can even delete them through the app settings itself. I have a question from William. What's the difference between Telegram and Instagram? I would say Instagram simply is more like a social media platform where you share your photos, mainly your photos and short clips or videos with your friends. Whereas Telegram is like a messaging app. It's closer or it's more similar to WhatsApp for day-to-day texting and sharing of video photos, but more of a personal or more intimate setting, like with your family members, one-to-one chats or group chats of people that you're familiar with, and for day-to-day use. Whereas Instagram is more for social media and just sharing for likes and sharing good things about your life that you're happy to share about. As a question from Catherine, when there are too many info on Telegram, is it possible to delete the old messages and photos? Yes. So like I said just now, you can go to your settings, then you go to data and storage. Then you can go to storage usage, and you can clear your Telegram cache, which is all the information that's been downloaded in your phone. So the difference is that you can also go to the app itself to download a message that you have sent wrongly, or you want to resend a message. You can just go to any chat or any message that you sent to your friend. You can tap and hold the message. Then you'll see different options. There's reply, copy, edit, pin, forward, delete. So you can just press delete and you can delete the message and your friend will not be able to see it from there. Is there a way to save KIV messages in Telegram? So yes, there is. So there's actually a save messages section, but it can be quite hard to navigate for first-time users. I know that for WhatsApp, there's a star option where you can star your messages so that you can refer to them later. So for Telegram, what you need to do is you need to tap and hold the message that you like to so-called save or star. Then there's this option called forward. I know it's very counterintuitive, but you go to forward, then one of the options after you press forward is save messages. So you press save messages, then all your so-called start messages or save messages will appear there. So unlike WhatsApp, where you can just press and hold and star, for Telegram, you need to go press forward, and after you press forward, you go to save messages. Then the save messages folder will then appear in your main chat section at the top, near the top of save messages. You can even pin this save messages section also, so it will stay forever at the top, so it's easier for you to refer. So that's from David. Another question from David: does Telegram use the hashtag as well, like other social media? I believe you can use hashtag to share to group common posts together as well. You can try it out for yourself, like in a group chat or in let me try. Yeah, I think you can explore that, but it does work in the same way like social media as well. Yeah. And if you are even interested to explore further, there are things like bots, which are automated mechanisms of automated apps within Telegram that can be useful for you. So I know there's a bot called Bus Uncle, which can help you pull information about bus timings or from nearby bus stops near you. So that's more advanced. If you want to find out more, you can Google, you can ask your loved ones about how to use these different bots, bots on Telegram. Yeah, so these are some more advanced features that you can find on Telegram, but not on WhatsApp. Yeah. So today we're just covering the more basic features of how to start a chat and how to start a group or a channel. So while we're waiting for more questions to come in, we would like to share with you about next week's program as well. So next Wednesday, at the same time, we'll be covering on the NLB mobile app. So for those of you who are keen to find out more about how you can borrow books in advance or even read books online on the NLB mobile app, you can join us next week and we'll share with you more. So there's a question about what are bots, what are different kinds of bots available. So I think to put it simply, bots are like special programs that they're automated programs that people have developed or created for different purposes. So some of the more popular bots are like those you can play simple games on. Some of them are for you to use to get information, useful information like bus timings, like what I shared earlier. So I'll not go to the details of how they are being made because that's more advanced. So if you do a simple Google of bots, there's also bots for Gmail and YouTube as well. Yeah, so that's something you can explore further. We can share a link in the chat as well. And you can take a look and try it out for yourself. Yeah. So yeah, so that's a different thing altogether lah. Yeah. So another question from David: how to unsubscribe posts from Telegram channels and groups without leaving them? So for channels and groups, it works differently. So for example, if you join a channel, you want to leave it, you have to tap on the channel that you have joined. For example, it could be CNA, Yahoo, or whatever. You tap on it, they go to the top of the channel. Then you tap on it, then you see an option which says leave. So you just press leave and you then leave the channel. Whereas for group, you do the same. You just go to the group that you've created, click on the name of the group, press more, and there should be a leave or delete group. So if you're the admin of the group and you want to delete the group, that's how you can do it also. So if you want to leave, you should say, if you're a member of the group and not the admin, you should be able to say leave group also. So the difference is that for leaving Telegram group, you'll be leaving the group, like so-called physically, but you have to join again if you want to find out more about what's happening. Whereas for Telegram channels, once you leave the channel, you'll still be ongoing. You'll still be able to see what's happening, but not be able to get regular updates as before. So the channel will still run on its own. Will the recording be online? Yes, we'll be sharing the recording hopefully by the end of today, if not the end of this week. Also to share, the recording will be on our YouTube channel. You can refer to our YouTube channel, Smart Nation Singapore. Yeah, Smart Nation Singapore. And if you subscribe to it, you'll get notification as well when there's a new video being uploaded. So the one that Simon shared in the chat is for Smart Nation Singapore YouTube channel. So if you need more information about bots, I'll also share another link, and I'll also be sharing one other link for our Telegram channel as well. So it's easier for you to join to get updates if you guys are keen to follow us. So if you want to find out more about what we do in our upcoming events or volunteer opportunities, you can click on the link that we just shared. Okay, since I have more questions, let me take a look. Q&A. What's the purpose of secret chat? I think as the name suggests, if you want the chat to be secret or you want to share some confidential information for someone, for a friend, that you don't want that friend to be able to screenshot. Yeah, so that's it's more for privacy and for secret purposes. Whatever the need arises for, it's something you can just try also. Pros and cons of Telegram compared to other messaging apps. So like what we shared earlier, Telegram has more security features and privacy features. It was one of the first few messaging apps with end-to-end encryption as well, which means that whatever message or content that you share between you and your friend is the content is not stored in their server, and Telegram themselves will not be able to see what you share. So I think later on WhatsApp have this security feature as well. Another thing I like about Telegram is that you can add more people in the group. You have channels. Channels is very interesting way to get your news. So I've relied that more for news than other channels like Facebook or even the official news apps or websites. So, because everything's in one place, you can customize for yourself what kind of content you want on your Telegram chat, on your Telegram app. Another thing I like about Telegram is that you can use it on your PC or laptop as well. They have their own Telegram app. Whereas for WhatsApp, it's not really an app. You need to scan your phone QR as a QR scanner before you can log into WhatsApp. So it doesn't really work as a standalone app as compared to Telegram. So they're more advanced in that aspect. Another question from Sarah. Can an uninvited person be able to join a secret group if the link is forwarded to the uninvited person? I've not tried that, but I think as long as someone is in a group by accident or you do not want a person to be in a group, you can always remove that person later on through the method that I shared earlier, either by going to the group and clicking on the name, and as you're the admin or the owner of the group, you'll then be able to add and remove people just like as it is in WhatsApp. So after you've invited maybe a few friends in a group, and you want to make another close friend as an admin to manage the members in the group, you can also do so by promoting someone as an admin. So this is a QR code for the feedback if you have not done it already. So I think that's mostly it for sharing. So if you do not have any questions, please feel free to leave this webinar. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And we hope to see you again for our next session next week on the NLB mobile app. All right. So if you have more questions, please feel free to stay behind. So if not, thank you for your time.